Oh, what's going on? Hello, hello. My name is Lockie. This is Coastwood Football, and we are here for one of the final watch-alongs of the regular A-League season. Can you believe it's coming to an end, dude? I'm telling you right now, in a way, it's felt like a long season. Like thinking back to like round one and those early rounds, like the FFA Cup and all that, feels like ages ago. But at the same time, it's felt like it's gone so quick. It feels like only the other day, we did our first live watch-along back in round one, and every single weekend we've been doing live watch-alongs here on the YouTube channel, and so excited for this one because there is a lot on the line. Obviously, I feel like I said a lot that we've got a massive game coming up, but this is absolutely a massive game because there's a lot on the line for both teams, and obviously there's a few games going around at the moment where they're sort of dead rubbers, I guess. You know, teams out of finals contention. Most recently, the 1-1 draw we just saw conclude between Western Sydney Wanderers and Macarthur FC. But Adelaide United need to win if they want to keep their hopes up of having a home elimination final. They simply have to win. A loss will certainly won't be enough. A draw won't be enough. And on top of that as well, I mean, Adelaide, if they fail to win this game, could fall as far as sixth, which seems kind of crazy considering Adelaide have basically been like a top four side for I imagine like half the season. Like I can't remember a time where they've dropped out of that top four. Hey, Western United, their hopes of finishing top, of claiming the premiership is, I mean, they'd have to win. I can't remember what the exact goal difference is, but it's something ridiculous. Like they'd have to win 10-0 tonight. So that's not happening. But still, Western, if they win, they put themselves in contention for top 2 place. If City drop points tomorrow night, there's a lot going on. The ladder's a bit confusing at the moment, but game by game, it's beginning to clear up a little bit. But if Western win, then they put themselves back into the top 2. So, look, there's a lot to keep an eye on tonight. Me being a Mariners fan, and I will show as well, we're repping. Check it out. We've got the fresh this season's Mariners away kit that we've got on. Of course, Mariners fans, we are hoping for a home elimination final, and for that to happen, we need Western United to either win or for this game to be a draw. Even a draw will be enough for the Mariners to have a home elimination final against either Adelaide or Wellington Phoenix. Let's jump into the team news right now. Adelaide United, and dude, I just want to straight up talk about like the big man up front, and this has sort of come out of left field. I mean, we heard he was returning back. I completely didn't expect him to start though, because Sini Yengi's back in the starting lineup, and they've benched Hiroshi Ibisuki, which for me is a really, really bizarre decision. I mean, considering how crucial Ibisuki is to that team. I mean, he's just the target man up front. And not only is he that target man to control the ball and bring in his other creative teammates around him, but he's been scoring some goals in recent weeks, Ibisuki. I mean, he's had a decent impact since arriving mid-seasons. But Ibisuki goes to the bench and Yengi starts. I guess they can bring on Ibisuki as a bit of an impact striker in the second half. But aside from that, it's pretty standard from Adelaide United. George Blackwood once again gets another start in behind the number 9. Let's jump into the away teams news as well. Western United. And just as a slight concern for Western United, missing some key players in this game. They've had a bit of a, I don't want to say tough run away from home these last 3 games, but the loss away to Mariners last weekend, 1-0. The draw to Newcastle, they'll probably be disappointed with that because they had some decent opportunities in that game midweek on Wednesday. But the big news is no Leo Lacroix. So no Leo Lacroix. So Rennie Krien will drop into centre-back. Means Skatardis comes into midfield. And Dylan Wenzel-Halls gets a rare start. And I feel for Dylan Wenzel-Halls. I mean, he had a few starts early on in the campaign. But he's been relegated to the bench for much of this season. So expect Dylan Wenzel-Halls to, I mean, he'll probably play as that number 10 unless he swaps with Lockie Wales. Lockie Wales has played as that central player as well. What are we saying in the chat? Thoughts on Bozanic to Wanderers? Look, Chrissy, at the moment, I'm treating it as a rumour because, I mean, we're hearing so many rumours, and we'll talk about a lot of them throughout this stream as we go through the game, of course. But look, I'm just treating it as a rumour for now. So I don't want to sort of react to it prematurely. But look, Bozanic hasn't played for the Mariners for a couple of months now. And all I'll say is, I mean, it hasn't in any way affected Mariners' form, and that's a fact. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. Mariners have only lost once in 12, 13 games, 5 consecutive wins now, and that's all been without Oliver Bozanic. So look, all the best to Ollie wherever he ends up next season. A football podcast says so excited to see Cassini back. What else are we saying here? Currently rocking the 21-22 pink kit. Dude, love it. The Adelaide pink kit, the salmon, whatever we're calling it. Are we calling it salmon pink? The Adelaide third kit. It is one of the best kits. One of the best kits. I did indeed watch MacArthur Wanderers. It was an entertaining game, man. An entertaining game. And I know a lot of people are going to be talking about some of the refereeing decisions. And I don't blame them, man. There was some questionable calls. For me, especially that second one. Especially the Hamed goal that was ruled out. Oh, mate. Like if we're ruling out that Hamed goal, then we've really got to rethink, you know. I mean, it was yes, Mark Natter was offside. Did he interfere with Jordan Much? I mean, there's like the slightest hand on Jordan Much's back, and apparently that's. I mean, it wasn't that it was a foul, right? It was that he was coming from an offside position. So I don't know, man. I just think it's so soft, so soft. Lockie asks, do top first and second on the ladder host a semi-final? They will, but of course the semi-finals are two legs. So in the semi-finals, both teams will be hosting. We've heard in the recent days we've had the final series confirmed. So the lower ranked teams, like the elimination final winners, will be hosting the first leg of the semis midweek, and then on the Saturday, Sunday, I forgot the specific dates. They're definitely going to be in Amy Park because regardless, the top two teams are going to be Melbourne teams. They'll be hosting the second leg. So the answer is yes. Is your Paramount Plus working? I haven't got it up and running yet. It was working before for the Battle of the West game. It was working before. We are 10 minutes away from kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. So glad you're here for this live watch along for what is a very big game, not only for these teams, but for the team that I support, of course, Central Coast Mariners. And hope you guys have enjoyed this weekend of A-League football, man. I mean, the whole week from the midweek games, many midweek games we saw get played. What, four in total? Tuesday, 2 Wednesday, on Thursday. But we had the 2 derbies last night. I was at the F3 derby. So much fun. 2-0 Mariners. Fantastic stuff. 11,000 fans. It was awesome. And then the Sydney derby, man. I'll be honest, I haven't got around to watching the replay yet, which I will be doing. But 4-1 victory. I mean, Melbourne victory are red hot. If Mariners aren't the form team in the competition, it's Melbourne victory. I mean, they're sitting top of the table and are well placed to take the premiership. Chris has also heard Yangi is going to Wanderers. Yes, that is one of the rumours that has been flying around. There has been a number of rumours regarding Wanderers, actually. Players leaving and going to Wanderers, getting in early with the rebuild. The Yangi to Wanderers one is interesting. Adelaide at the moment just seem super happy to let a lot of these like promising young players go. When you think of Nyonga Beery, Al Hassan Toure, Noah Smith, and Cassini Yangi might be the next one. Gomulka a couple seasons ago left for Melbourne City. Adelaide are like happy to let a lot of these guys go, and I guess the trend isn't stopping here with Yangi. But I think that's a win for Wanderers. I said it earlier on the season. It was a shame that Yangi picked up that injury and he missed out so much of the season. But he's got a lot of attributes that could make him like a really potent striker. I mean, just his height, and he seems to have some decent speed on him. You know, how would you sum up Sydney's season? Says Daniel. Dude, look, I think Sydney fans will say abysmal. We'll say that it has been abysmal, and I don't think it's been by their standards, it's been very poor. By Sydney, simply by Sydney standards, it's been very, very poor. It's probably been one of their weakest seasons. So there clearly needs to be a rebuild after the horrific Champions League campaign, not winning a single Champions League game, and missing out in finals and finishing what looks like it's going to be 8th. Then for Sydney FC, mate, they have to rebuild big time. Steve Corica. I can't see Steve Corica in charge of Sydney FC next season. Seriously. And we're going to be doing as well. If you guys missed it, the first one came out a couple of days ago. I'm going through all of the teams as they wrap up their seasons, doing a season review video. We already did Perth Glory. Go check that out on the channels. It went up a couple of days ago. And then we're going to be doing some of the teams. The next one coming out is Newcastle Jets, who wrapped up their their entire season last night. And we will be talking about Sydney FC later this week after they play Brisbane on Tuesday. Conscript says, I'm hoping that Miller pulls out of the transfer considering MacArthur don't have a set coach as of right now. Yeah, I reckon the Miller deal is signed, sealed, delivered. What website do you go to find A-League transfer rumors? Honestly, from what I see, just Twitter. There's heaps of stuff over Twitter. And, yeah, man. Conscript says, as for St. Louis Mariners transfers, CCM Fans Forum. Of course, it's exciting, though. It's exciting getting the transfer rumors going, you know. It's part of the game, man. It's part of the excitement. I don't mind it. You know, the speculation and just the potential for all these deals to happen. But what did you guys make of the 2 games last night? I want to hear what you guys thought of the F3 Derby and the Big Blue as well. I mean, a Melbourne Victory, the team to beat in the competition right now, a Melbourne Victory favourites to not just the premiership, but the championship. I like it. Melbourne Victory just simply don't lose. Simply don't lose. Mia's in here, says, big up the Knicks. Wellington Phoenix hoping for a big result against Melbourne City tomorrow night. Alrighty. Not long to go till this live watch-along. Not long to go at all. Alrighty. In terms of Wellington Phoenix, actually, we do have to, I mean, again, I just want to give credit to Wellington Phoenix considering how crazy this season has been for them. Once again, man. Once again, to against all odds, really. Play 2 home games and perform the way they have so admirably and are going to make finals. Victory played very well last night, says Conscript. Yeah, they looked strong from what I saw at least. Becca, what a bad miss, says Michael. Dude, that Becca Mikkel-Tadzi miss, I can't wrap my head around it. I mean, I was in there in the stadium and it was just bizarre. I mean, a guy who's bagged so many fantastic goals this season. I don't get it. It was one of the misses of the season easily, and it was just shocking. Testa says, as a Perth fan, I was so happy that Melbourne City lost. Probably more happy that Perth won, being a Perth fan, hey? But that was a solid performance by Glory. Gritty and passionate. That was a good vibe with Perth Glory that game. And the crowd, even though it wasn't the biggest, it was making some noise on the broadcast, man. And Callum Timmins, what a star. Are they overhauling Cooper Stadium? They are doing some upgrades. They've been doing some upgrades all season. Which I believe is for the Women's World Cup next year, if I'm not mistaken. Mariners brilliantly again. Thought Windust played very well in Hall's absence. But yeah, dude, Windust has come in a couple times this season and has looked very, very solid. Really, really solid, which is great. Which is so great to the number of young players that just, you know, get called in for the Mariners and there's no drop in quality. They step up to the plate and perform, which is great. Wellington Phoenix are the best, says Mia. We will see. Can you imagine if Wellington make it to the grand final? What a story, mate. What a story. Wellington Phoenix grand finals. What a story that would be. All right, not long till kickoff now. Oh, dude, I'm a little nervous. I'm not going to lie. I mean, my team's not playing, of course. But, well, of course, the result's going to impact finals, home finals, and whatnot. And I'll keep you guys updated in terms of what the ladder's looking like and what the situation is looking like. But there's a lot on the line for not just these teams, but a lot of teams across the competition as the fans look to have filled up just about Cooper Stadium in Adelaide. Always a good crowd, man. Always a passionate crowd in Adelaide. But of course, if Adelaide win this game, there's a potential that we're flying to South Australia next weekend, man. There is the potential. I've never been, and would love to get over there. Who in the chat has been to Cooper Stadium? I know we've got a few Adelaide fans. Do you recommend? Oh, mate. Chances doing media for the Bus All-Stars match. That would be fun. Sam Sutton and Ben Wayne, by far the best youngsters in the league, says me. They've both been great. Sam Sutton has been superb. Has been very, very good. I like watching him. What was it? What was that last? Victory. We did a live watch along last week for Victory Wellington, and same thing against Wanderers too. The Thursday game last week. Sam Sutton's very, very good. I mean, and it's coming off the back of. I mean, they had Liberato Kakache, and we know how where his career's taken him. I mean, are we seeing another superb Kiwi left back come through the ranks at Wellington Phoenix? I think so. And legit, I think Sam Sutton's in the conversation for best left back in the league when we talk of team of the season. There's certainly some other competitors in there. One of them is on the field. Ben Garuccio has had a superb season for West United, as has Jacob Farrell at Mariners, as has Adama Traore at Wanderers. He's been very good. But Sam Sutton is super promising. What is the stadium actually called? Hindmarsh? I believe it used to be called Hindmarsh, and I believe, as far as I'm aware, is Cooper Stadium. TS says Cooper's is the best A-League stadium. It's a big call. It's a big call. All right, here we go. Cassini Yengi back for Adelaide United. What a story. What a story. Fantastic to see him out there. Reds fans will be stoked that he's back. Absolutely stoked. All right, and of course, if you've never tuned into a live watch along before, we'll be pulling up the clock so you guys know that we're all in sync. You know where we're at. Oh, mate, but we are here for all of the live reaction, the passion. It's a beautiful thing. Let's go. Dominic says Sam Sutton is no secret anymore. He shows out every single game. Absolutely, man. I mean, what a star. One of Wellington's best players this season. Super consistent too. Always puts in a good shift, does Sam Sutton. Carl Vert has done a decent job with this Adelaide United side. Credit out to Adelaide. I mean, they've copped some pretty hefty injuries this season. Yengi, of course, and defensively, I mean, Nick Ansell, Jakobsen. Jakobsen's back on the bench tonight for Adelaide. Jacob Tratz missed plenty of games as well. Excuse me. So they've had, there's been no shortage of injuries, that's for sure. Sean Evans, the referee for tonight's game. Here we go. We are about to get underway in this one. Adelaide United, Western United, the Battle of the Uniteds, as we're calling it. Is that a thing? I don't know. We're making it a thing now. The Battle of the Uniteds. We've got two teams in the competition called United. Are there any others that I've missed? We've got a few Uniteds, but anyway, we are underway here at Cooper Stadium for this one. So glad that you guys are here, joining me for this live watch along. One of the last few watch alongs for this season as we approach the final series, mate. How exciting! And there we go. We've got the clock ticking away so you can see here on the broadcast. Of course, on YouTube, there is the slight delay, so I might be behind by a couple seconds for you, but that's so you can keep up to date with the stream. I've got watching here. Oh, Dominic says, hope going to Yengi to start isn't a mistake. He's replacing someone who has been scoring a lot. Yeah, man, I said it right at the start of the stream, actually. I was like, interesting decision to bring in Yengi for Ubusuki. Western United forward early. Both teams in their fresh-looking home kits. Oh, Wenzel Hall's almost sneaking through. Early chances there, early chances. Melbourne United, different code, but yep. So who's going to get on the front foot early in this game? Of course, we've got the two live graphics here. The two live graphics of the live lineups, which we'll be updating throughout the duration of the game. Two relatively similar formations. Sort of the 4-2-3-1s. I mean, Western United have been playing that formation for basically the entirety of the season. Adelaide generally have been playing this system roughly all of the season. Here's Connor Payne. Prijovic, good chance. First shot on target for Alexander Prijovic for Western. Joe Gauci, it's an easy enough save, though. Easy enough save. What do you think of Ollie Sale? Dude, one of the best goalkeepers in the competition. He has made some miraculous saves. Miraculous saves. I think if you like look at, I think if there's a Western player that's down and not moving, it's Ben Garuccio. Yeah, if you look at goalkeeper saves this season in the A-League and just if we're voting like specifically like just like what was the best individual save, Ollie Sales like up there. I mean, some of the saves he's made it were just next level, man. Central Coast United too. Me as confident of a Western United win. Man, it's tricky. In my prediction this week, I said 1-1 draw, and I'm sticking with that. Feel free to throw your predictions in the chat. We're only a couple minutes into this game, but I would love to hear your predictions as well because, I mean, I was struggling to call this game. Because Western haven't been performing at their best in recent weeks. And this Adelaide United side, with the likes of Craig Goodwin, Cassini Yengi, Bernardo Oliveira, have the potential to break this Western side. And here's Cassini Yengi on the right, chipping it in. Blackwood's header, easy for Young. I'd hate for us to get an injury tonight. It's especially heading into finals. This is the worst time to get an injury for any of these teams. Elisa's in here, says, West United, please win for a home final for the Mariners. That's right. That's what Mariners fans have got their fingers crossed for. Melbourne City fans will be hoping for an Adelaide United win though, so that they can try and hold a place in the top two. Melbourne City, the equation is pretty simple for Melbourne City tomorrow night, who hosts Wellington. City win, they finish first. City win, they finish first. But they have to win. A draw won't be enough. They have to win. Jez is in here. How's it going? Come on, Western. What's some good West United chance? All right, Craig Goodwin, man. That's the man to watch. That's the man to watch. And here come Adelaide to the left now. Kiddo's had a couple good games in recent weeks. Adelaide have had a few home games to finish off this season. Some easy ones: Perth Glory, Brisbane. West United have pinched the ball. Here comes Lockie Wales down the right with heaps of space. Big chance, Western, and it's 1-0. Western are up. Dylan Wenzel-Hall scores. Wow, dude, that was way too easy. Way too easy. Dylan Wenzel-Hall opens the scoring. Well, pinched off one day, just too slow. Or was it Isaias? My bad. And Ryan Kiddo's way out of position. Oh, that's horrific defending. And the problem is there. I mean, Alexander Popovich, an inexperienced defender. I know he's gonna give some space in the middle of the box there, but he has to come out and shut down a little bit of that space in the box for Wales. Because Wales has just strolled in. And because Wales gets so close to the goal, Popovich is forced out right at the last minute, which leaves Wenzel-Hall free in the middle. Oh, it's an absolute calamity at the back for Adelaide United. And Western United have a massive lead early in this game. Wow. Wow, dude. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, my goodness me. So, Adelaide United. What have they got? Can they respond? Dylan Wenzel-Hall has been starved of opportunities this season. A good goal scorer. He's shown that at Brisbane Roar. In this game, he's started and he was there in the box to tap it home. One of the easiest goals he's ever scored, man. Wow, wow, wow. And how often have we seen it this season? How often have we seen it? The Western take that lead and are able to control the game, to defend out, set up their defensive block, and win games. 1-0. Western United, if you're just tuning in, Dylan Wenzel-Halls with the opening goal. Oh, that's a poor giveaway. That's a terrible giveaway because Yengi's inside. Cassini Yengi. Jamie Young with this save. Gee whiz, some defensive mishaps at the back here for both teams early in this game. There could be a break on here for Western. Ooh, Previc has just gone down off the ball. And there's going to be a Western free kick. Dude, this is going to be a good game. This is going to be an intense game. This has started pretty frantically. But Yengi with some good footwork there, but Young, easy save in the end. Jezza says, will Mariners host Adelaide in the finals if Adelaide lose or draw? Correct. Yes. So just to remind anyone who's just tuning in, if Adelaide win, they will host the elimination final against Mariners. If Adelaide draw or lose, Mariners will get to host the elimination final against either Adelaide or Wellington. Like if Adelaide lose tonight and Wellington win tomorrow, then Wellington will jump to 5th and Adelaide will slip to 6th, which is kind of crazy. So Adelaide, there's a lot on the line for this game for Adelaide. A lot on the line, man. That's right, Alex. If Adelaide lose or draw, Wellington beats City, Mariners could host Wellington. Exactly. I mean, just goes to show how crazy some of these battles are in the finals places. You know, right down to the last round, right down to the end. Adelaide, here's Craig Goodwin. That's the man that wanted the ball. Western have to shut him down. Tomoki Imai's going to have a busy night. Ryan Kiddo on the left. Can't keep that ball in. That's out for sure. Okay. Mate. We are almost 10 minutes into this game. It's been a pretty lively start. These are two good sides who we're going to see in the finals, man. These are two good sides. And I should mention as well, two sides who could potentially be meeting in an elimination final next week. Actually, that I haven't said that yet. And I didn't realize that until just now. I mean, if Western win... Oh, actually, no, that can't happen. Because either City or Wellington have to win tomorrow, so that can't happen. These teams can't meet in elimination finals. Scratch that. They could meet in the semi-final. I will say that. That is true. The latter, man, it confuses me sometimes. No Leo Lacroix at the back for Western is going to test them. Rennie Kryn has, for memory, slotted in a couple times, like during games at centre-back. And this isn't a good sight. Topos Stanley's down and clutching his hamstring. And does not look well. Physio's coming out. This is a blow. This is a blow for the away team if Nikolai Topos Stanley has to go off injured. Jeez, he doesn't look well, man. 20 games this season for Topos Stanley. He has had a great campaign. He's had a great season. And it's Ben Collins who's warming up, who, gee whiz, correct me if I'm wrong, hasn't played an A-League game this season. He played a couple cup games. But Benjamin Collins, I could be wrong. I think he maybe played a couple of A-League games. But yeah. Sam, how's it going, man? It says, you reckon we should play Tongic in the finals games? Desperate, despite his lack of games recently. If Dan Hall can't play, honestly, I don't think Tongic has it locked down because Cam Windus, was great last night. Cam Windus was superb last night, I thought. So honestly, next week in the elimination final, if Hall can't play, I reckon Monty sticks with Windust, and I would be okay with that decision. But it's good that we have someone like Ruan Tongic to come in. But yeah, just the fact that Tongic hasn't been playing much football lately. Cam Windus has come in and has performed well when he has come in. But anyway, here comes Craig Goodwin down the left for Adelaide. Yes. Goodwin with space. You have to shut him down, man, because Goodwin puts in a good delivery. This one finds the hands of Jamie Young. Dean's in here. How's it going, Dean? Says, come and West, you need to win for us. Alex says, if Dan Hall is still hurt, then Ruin plays finals for sure, although Windus was really good last night. Yeah, it'll certainly be... I mean, either way, I wouldn't be upset, you know? Ideally, Dan Hall would be back and would be good. So, but from what I've heard, we just have to wait and see. There is a chance. There is a chance Dan Hall could be back, but just got to make sure he's right for the game, you know? Only FFA Cup for... I assume you're talking about Collins. But the good news is it looks like... is that Topper Stanley back in the... Back there? I didn't miss a substitution, did I? Did I miss a substitution? Adelaide United pushing here. Greg Goodwin in a good spot. Good delivery. Far post. Bernardo. Oliveira. Back. Oh, what a goal! 1-1! Yavi Lopez with a super strike. What a goal by the Spaniard, and it is all square. Yavi Lopez, what a goal! Played back to him by Bernardo Oliveira. And look at this. What a strike. Chat loves it. That's a good goal, says Dean. Absolutely. Look at that. What a strike. Yavi Lopez just finding the corner. Really smart by the youngster Oliveira just to lay it back. And so much space. And first time just to like curl that. Look at that. Oh, no way Jamie Young's getting to that. That's a great goal. That's a fantastic goal. And it is 1-1. And it is 1-1. Okay. Update for the Mariners fans. A draw is still okay. A draw is still okay. If this game ends a draw, Mariners still get the home semi. Sorry, home elimination. Home elimination. Wow, English language. Home elimination. But, wow, what a start to the game, guys. We're less than quarter of an hour in, and it is one apiece. There might be a chance on here for Western. This is a great opportunity. It's Skatardis. That's a great block by Lockie Barr. Penalty? No, the free kick's... Okay. Foul's going the other way. And Oliveira is down holding his back. Wow. Hectic start, man. Hectic start to this game, dude. We can't keep up, man. We can't keep up. Oh, mate. I told you, man, this game's going to be good. This game's going to be fun. This game's going to be fun, hey? Western will struggle with that top of Stanley, says Chris. I think so, especially considering they have no Lacroix. No Lacroix was already a blow. So it is worrying news. Did I miss a substitution? Chat, can you let me know, did Topper Stanley come off the park? I got to check this again. I got to check this again. He is on the park. There it is, the substitution confirmed. It looks like it's just happened. So Collins is onto the park, man, and Topper Stanley's off. That is a massive blow. That is a massive blow. Benjamin Collins has only played in the FFA Cup and is on here to partner Rennie Crin in the centre of defence to try and help his side keep their top two hopes alive. What a moment for the youngster, man. He's a name that we see on the bench a lot. He's had a number of but I don't think he's ever come off the bench. But we always see him listed on the bench. But finally, he's getting his start in the final regular season game. Here comes Kiddo. Decent ball. Kilkenny gets it away. Oh, dude. Okay. Do you reckon we'll see some red cards in this game? I think it's got that feeling. Both these teams, you know, I think that there'll be a lot of fight in this game, you know? And I mean that in a good way. You want to see that. You want to see a little bit of fight. Who do we verse if Adelaide win, asks Steen. Who do Mariners play if Mariners win? Sorry, if Adelaide win? It will be Adelaide. It will be Adelaide. If Adelaide win tonight, Central Coast Mariners will be going to South Australia next Sunday to take on Adelaide. So that we know for sure. If that result happens. But goodness me, is it set up for an Adelaide win now? The two central defenders out for Western. And Adelaide looking dangerous early on in this game. Bernardo down the right. Goal kick. Do you have a second favorite team? Me, I actually get asked that a lot, like heaps. And I don't. I'm a, which I know is a bit of a boring answer. But I don't know. I'm very much the believer that you should have one team and just stick to that one team. You know. Here comes the ball in for Adelaide United, dude. That was a decent one. Ryan Kiddo came close. Very close indeed. Dude, Adelaide are piling on the pressure here. Ryan Kiddo. Right foot cross is going to go out of play. Okay, Western are under the pump because Adelaide are going for it big time. Transfer prediction. Barbarousas to Wanderers, says Iggy. That's wow. Honestly, like it could happen. We have seen a number of players cross the Sydney derby. Oh, there's a bit caught in the back there. Oh, dude, almost. Adelaide United almost snapping in again. But yeah, Barbarossa to Wanderers. Like, honestly, I could see that happening. I don't think it will, but... Oh! That's a terrible challenge. And Western players are off their seats. Sorry, Western, the Western bench are off their seats because Wenzel Halls was just taken out right in front of the sideline camera, and there's going to be a yellow card for it's Popovic. It is Alex Popovic. I want to see that challenge again, man. That was a gnarly... Oh, my God. That's a terrible tackle. Just taken out. Nowhere near the ball. Oh, dude, I love that. Wenzel hauls into the camera. Into the sideline camera. Oh, bit of push. Bit of push. Wenzel hauls just with a little push. Just with a little push on Popovic. Two young players. And One Day's having a chat as well. Okay, so we play on. Look, I don't think there was any reason to look for a red in that tackle, but it was. Jeez. I mean, Popovic. Oh, here's a good chance. Oh, dude. I don't think there's any reason for a red there, but it was. Gee whiz. Popovic did not hold back. Did not hold back. Yes, Luca, we did hear about Yangi to Wanderers. We touched on it a little bit earlier. We'll come back to that because Western have won the ball high at the park. Scatata's forward for Payne. Payne back for Kilkenny. What can Western muster here? Kilkenny into the box. Terrible shot by Lockie Wales. Terrible strike, Lockie Wales. Lockie Wales. Lockie Wales, the Western United number 8, Lockie Wales. A coasty lad. Would love if he could do his coasty brothers a favour here. Lockie Oz now for Central Coast Mariners to win the A-League. I think it's still a tall ask. Dude, Central Coast Mariners are in the best form they've been in all season. 5 wins in a row. Do I like Tom Mohamed? I think he's done all right this season. Like, okay. At best, actually, I should say at best, okay. I mean, overall, he's had a pretty weak season. By his standards, he's had a weak season. We probably all expected more. Ooh, Sam, hot take. Mike Beery starts over Matt Ryan next Socceroos game. I like the hot take. Dude, I mean, I'd love to see... Birigidi, I think, has to be in the squad. Birigidi has to be in the squad over Redmayne. But yeah, I don't know if I want to go as far as over Matt Ryan. That's a big ask. But Birigidi, I mean, I'd even put him in as second choice, you know? Oh, down the left comes Craig Goodwin. He's going to get to this ball. Goodwin. Players arriving in the center. Back for Yengi. Goodwin again. Delivers. Oliveira. Good chance, Adelaide, man. Good chance, Adelaide. Western have numbers back. Here's with space. Edge of the box. Dude, look at the number of green and black shirts, man. Look at the number of green and black shirts. They are getting in the road. But how long can they do this? How long can they hold out? It's going to be a goal kick. Ooh, Elise says it would be good for Mariners to sign Yule. He would be a good sub for Moresh. Yule's a great player. Valentino Yule's a great player, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if the Mariners need him right now. I think the attacking options for Mariners at the moment look pretty good. If we were to lose one of those attacking players, then yeah, we'd probably have to look at bringing someone in. Or hope that we'll weather Stimo sticks around for another season. You know. Ooh, Iggy in with a grand final prediction. Yeah, actually, grand final predictions are something I've been thinking about recently. Feel free to drop some grand final predictions into the chat. And Iggy's grand final prediction is Western United victory in the grand final. 1-1 after extra time. United win 3-2 on pens. Interesting. Ooh, Western player goes down in the box. I think it was fair, though. Well, yeah, Western United to win the championship, though. What a story that would be, man. What a story that would be. Tom Mohamed did better for Wellington. He absolutely did. Yes. Absolutely. Western in the box. Oh, good chance. Alexander Prijovic. How is he... Oh, dude, what a chance. Actually, it's maybe not how is he missed, but Joe Gauchi, miraculous. Joe Gauchi with a save, man. Oh, Western. Great opportunity. Payne. But Prijovic. Oh, Prijovic has to be more convincing there, man. Come on. Look at that. Just side foots it straight into Gauchi. Man, the Serbian's got to do better there. Surely. Connor says, grand final prediction, Adelaide v City in the grand final. Adelaide to win 3-1. Wow, that would be a big one for Adelaide. Yes, I have heard the rumour about Noah Smith going to victory. And disappointing because Smith has played a number of... Has only played a small number of games for the Mariners this season, but has looked really decent and has got better and better game by game. But victory sees something in him, and all the best to him if he goes. Victory Mariners grand final. I would love that. I could see that happening. I could see a Victory Mariners grand final happening. The two informed teams in the competition. I mean, Victory undefeated in, I've lost count now, 13, 14. Mariners 5-game winning streak. Absolutely the two informed competitions. So it looks like 60% possession to Adelaide at the moment. Only 40 for Western. The home side, the ones looking to control this game. They want to win in front of the home fans. They want that home elimination final desperately. Here comes Blackwood. He goes down. That's going to be a free kick. I always like it when both teams score early because it's sort of, it shows that both teams are hungry for their game, that they're capable of scoring. Both defenses have been breached. Transfer prediction from Iggy. Scott Jamieson to go overseas and buy Garuccio to replace him. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Garuccio. I don't know if Garuccio would want to go back. I mean, Garuccio was there with last season and barely got a run. And I don't know if I could see Jamison going overseas just because he's a little bit older now. We don't often see like older players going overseas. Here's Prijovic. What can Western create here? Adelaide not committing as numbers in defence as Western are. That attack is broken down for Western too easily. Come on, Western. Come on, Western. There you go. Look at that. They're showing the interception stats, and no one in the league has more interceptions than Yavi Lopez, the Adelaide right back. How about that? 52, was it? I'd put him in as my A-League All-Star right back. I think he's superb. Do you reckon Matt Summer will retire? I think so. Yeah. We don't know. He could continue on, but I think so. I just think with the long-term injury, I think he'll feel it's time. Yengi going forward. Oh, Yengi still in the box. Yengi, what a run. Runs into a roadblock. Cassini Yengi looks up for this game, man. Ball comes in towards Blackwood. Young claims. Yengi, man. He looks hungry. Thoughts on Bobo retiring? No thoughts, to be honest. I mean, had a decent career for Sydney FC. Scored a bunch of goals, and it makes sense that he's retiring. Scott says Craig Goodwin, 93rd minute goal incoming. It would be classic Adelaide, wouldn't it? It'd be classic Adelaide. If Adelaide hosts the elimination final, would you go? I'd love to get over there. Will City lose on Tuesday? I assume you mean tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow night, City play Wellington. I doubt it. I think City win. But you never know. Wellington are a good side. It could be a draw, actually, that City-Wellington game tomorrow. Could be a draw. Dominic says Blackwood is useless. Can't have a player like that at the 10. Look, it is a weird position to put him in. But Calvert reckons he works there. Stuck with them for a couple games now. Sam says, hurts my heart to say, but Matt Simon wouldn't upgrade the squad at all. Been past his best for years and should just retire now. Last season he was really good. I thought last season was one of his best seasons, but yeah, I just think it makes sense for him to call it time, man. Oh, and he'll go down as a club legend, no doubt, of course. All-time greatest goal scorer, of course. Connor says, have you heard Sydney losing Harry van der Sarg, Talbot, Wood, potentially, Corica, or Youngtowns go? I heard about Harry van der Sarg and Wood. I heard about Van der Sarg potentially going to Adelaide, and I heard about Wood potentially going to Perth. I didn't hear about Talbot. What's the Talbot rumour? Is he linked to anywhere? Or potentially even overseas? He's probably good enough to have a go overseas, Talbot. He's one day with a chance, a long-range strike. Jamie Young. Not with the most confident save. It's going to be a corner for Adelaide. But it is. I do find it bizarre, Sydney FC, considering they sort of want to rebuild and maybe I guess let a lot of those older players go, that they would let go the likes of Van der Sar, Talbot, Wood, these younger guys who could come in and do a really good job if given the game time. Talbot has been linked with City. Why doesn't that surprise me? I mean, City love picking up the top youngsters. They did it with Mark Attilio, and they did it with a number of others. So Adelaide corner, past the half an hour mark. Ooh, flicked on at the near post, but it's not on target. I agree, Sam. Like, if Matt Simon was fit now, I don't think he'd get a run at all. He wouldn't get a run at all. I mean, we've got Cummings, Arenya, Maresh, Garang, Dojok now. And then you can play other players up there, like Nicola Mbula. You know, there's so many options for those front two players. For the Mariners, Matt Simon wouldn't get a look in. Juicy says Perth's getting a lot of good talent. Possible dynasty being formed. That's a big call, but I mean, they had to do something. Perth Glory. I think they will bounce back next season, man. I think they will bounce back. Football podcast. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Hope you guys are doing well too. Enjoying this game of football. It's been actually a really enjoyable game so far. Here's a Western counter-attack. Potentially, Popovic will cut that out. Because Adelaide look really up for this game, man. They're attacking. Adelaide have always been a side that prioritizes attacking football. If you want to watch an exciting team, watch Adelaide United. Always goals, goals, goals. Chris says Sydney aren't great for keeping young talent. I mean, imagine if they kept Mark Attilio, man. But yeah, they do seem like one of those teams who just let young players go way too quickly. Matt says Oliver Bozanic has been approached by the Jets. I haven't heard that one. I mean, we've heard the Wanderers one, which has been circulating for a week or so. I haven't heard the Jets one, and that would be eyebrow raising. That's for sure. Who's going to win the league? The Premiership, I think, will be. Honestly, I think Victory now. I think after Victory won last night, I've got a feeling City will slip again tomorrow against Wellington. If City draw, then the Championship's Victories. So I think it might well be Victory. Cassini, when Adelaide get forward, I'm noticing Cassini Yengi is actually dropping back quite a bit. Almost like Blackwood and Yengi are sort of swapping. So Blackwood isn't necessarily just the out-and-out number 10. The two are sort of interchanging, I guess. Jets playing Perth Glory on Thursday, possibly in the Australia Cup. Yes, of course, we've got the Australia Cup playoff games coming up this week, which is cool. Is George Timotheu any good? Yeah, he's a decent young central defender. Left-sided centre-back too, I believe. So another player linked with Melbourne Victory would be a decent pickup. He hasn't played too much football for Adelaide this season due to injury. But I can't see him being a starting central defender for Victory. Potential third or fourth choice centre-back. Enjoyed the stadium last night. Big crowd, good atmosphere. Yeah, it was a great vibe at Central Coast Stadium last night. Over 11,000 fans. It was awesome to see. Ooh. Two Western players just colliding there in that aerial duel. I think they're okay. What's going on here? So Tomoki Imai, is he copped a knock, is he? Wait, is it a contact? It's not a contact, is it? So Tomoki Imai's gone down. And it's almost looking like he's lost a contact or something. It's got to be a... Oh, wow. And the physio's putting it back in for him. So I think Tomoki Imai's just lost a contact. How often do you see that on a football pitch? Anyway, here comes Adelaide. Oh, silly foul by Wenzel Halls. Silly foul, because Adelaide get a free kick in a good position. This is Craig Goodwin territory. No chips on a stick last night. So this is a good opportunity for Adelaide. They scored off a set piece last week too against Brisbane. Craig Goodwin to deliver this one. Crowds like the days of Stuart Petrie, Nick Murder up top. That's right. Goodwin's delivery is a decent one. Adelaide, here we go. Back inside for... Oh, Blackwood gets his header on target. And Young saves. He was onside too. George Blackwood. Who is someone you want to see in the A-League All-Stars and why? I think Lee Lacroix is the one player I think is just locked. He's just been superb this season and he's, to me, the definition of an A-League All-Star. He's just a superb player. This half has felt like it's gone kind of quickly. Is that just me? Or has the half felt like it's gone kind of quickly? It's already... We're approaching the final... We're approaching the 40th minute. I am a 49ers fan. I don't follow the NFL too closely, but in the NFL, I do follow the 49ers. This game's nicely balanced, though, if it does go into this scoreline at halftime, 1-1. It's set up for Adelaide to chase this game, which they're good at doing. Western not really wanting to commit too many players forward, though. Happy to defend. John Aloisi probably wary of Adelaide's attacking ability. And rightly so. Connor says Lacroix and Good are surely cemented as centre-back pairing for the All-Stars. I think so. Especially with no Miranda. Which is, I still think it's ridiculous. I don't like what they've done in the All-Stars where they've only, they've allowed roughly 5. I think some teams are different, but there's 5 players from each club. Which means there's some very good players missing out. Here comes Yangi. Yangi inside the box for Adelaide. Here we go. Well done, Imai. Tomoki Imai. Who's the biggest wage thief this season? Besides Sturridge? I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Oh, good chance, Adelaide. Oliveira with the air swing at the far post. Fell nicely towards him, but just couldn't get the contact. Another foul. It's going to be another Adelaide free kick. And that's going to be a yellow card for Privic. Okay. One former Mariners player that is still in the... pardon me. That is still in the A-League that you'll bring back for the elimination final. Good question. Former Mariners player that's still in the A-League that I would bring back. Honestly, I'm so happy with the squad at the moment, but if I had to bring in someone, I'm a big Roston Griffiths fan. I think Aidan O'Neill's playing very well at the moment. I think to bring in Aidan O'Neill wouldn't hurt from Melbourne City. And funny enough, Lockie Wales, who's on the field tonight in this game, has been playing pretty well recently. Wouldn't mind him back at the club. He's developed really well. The Ollie Roo. Ball inside for Adelaide. Young claims this one again. Yeah, Jamie Young's finding a lot of these deliveries now, isn't he? Isn't he? Privic poor half, says John. Connor says, how about Retray somehow being an option for the midfield? He's been one of our worst for years. I think Retro's been okay this season. I think he's had a couple decent games. So I don't know if I'd go that far, but yeah, he certainly wouldn't make the cut for an All-Star squad. How do Alpex says, how do Paramount always stuff at the colours on the scoreboard? The colours look correct to me, don't they? Red and white for Adelaide, and then green and black for Western. They're correct, aren't they? Unless I'm missing something. As I say, they fixed it. Oh, they fixed it. Wow, so they changed it mid-game. Notice you've been on the pitch for the last 2 games. Is that a vlog or a social thing? Yeah, man. It's on the Central Coast Mariners socials. So on the Instagram stories, Facebook stories, that's all me. It's been a whole lot of fun. Wenzel Halls with the delivery. So yeah, I've been manning the Mariners social the last 2 games, which has been so much fun. Been able to have a really good spot just behind the goals. Get some good footage. If you saw the Benny and Kalolo goal, the reel that Mariners official Mariners Instagram uploaded yesterday or last night. That was my footage, so that was cool to see. No, big no, to that question, Jason. Do you see McCarthy getting kicked out of the league too soon? No. And I'm very against teams getting kicked out of the league. I think because I know there's a lot of banter around it, but at the end of the day, for a healthy A League, we need teams surviving, not dying off. And all we want is a healthy A League. By the way, I'm just seeing the replay now. That fantastic save by Jamie Young off that, was it Blackwood with a header? There's going to be a late corner in this first half to Adelaide United. Another Goodwin delivery. We're going to have 2 minutes of added time here. Goodwin's delivery. Still on there for Adelaide. Jamie Young claims again. Saves this competition. 92 saves for Jamie Young. 94 for Mark Birigidi. Birig's added a few to his tally after last night. So it looks like we're going to take a 1-1 scoreline into halftime. And honestly, the second half could go either way. If Western were up, that would almost be, in a way, almost dangerous. More so dangerous, because then that would have been a much more attacking side. Here's Yengi, who's beaten the Western defender to the ball. Well done. Was it Rennie Crin to come across? Oh, terrible giveaway. Is that going to be a free kick? Oh, dude, Western United are shooting themselves in the foot here at the back. And I think it's Ben Collins who's given away a free kick. So the final play this half will be a free kick for Adelaide United. Connor asks an interesting question. If you could take one player from another A-League team, but you have to replace someone in the same position from your team. Who is it and why? Marco Tilio, because I think he's one of the most talented players in the league. Straight up. Here's Craig Goodwin with the delivery. Oh, goes low and short. Sorry, not short. Goes to the edge of the box. Issa is. Shot is blocked. It's going to be a corner. It's going to be a corner. Okay, mate. All right, here we go. This is surely the last play of the half now. Goodwin's delivery. Here we go. Decent ball. It comes away. And that's going to be half-time. So the half-time scores, Adelaide 1, Western 1. A pretty entertaining game of football. Adelaide United, probably the better of the two sides. More possession, more shots on goal. Western United have had their opportunities, though, that's for sure. That is absolutely for certain. But this game's nicely balanced, man. This game's nicely balanced. Should be a good one in the second half. Connor says, I would take Lacroix and replace Wilkinson due to age. Yeah, I think that's an easy swap. I think any club would take Lee Lacroix. Hey, how classy. So, half-time. Half-time. One apiece. Cassini Yengi with the half-time interview. He's been very lively this first half, Cassini Yengi. Craig Goodwin looking to get his set pieces on his head, but hasn't worked out as of yet. But this is going to be a really fascinating second half. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Western need to lift, says Chris. I agree. They're going to try and get themselves in this game somehow. Get control of the ball. Create some opportunities. Be a bit more adventurous. And I think they will do a little bit more of that in the second half. Alrighty. When we look at the benches too, I was just thinking, when we look at the benches, it certainly does favour Adelaide a bit more. They got more options. More options, especially in attack. It's a pretty youthful bench for West United tonight. Connor says, great half of football. I missed both goals though. Tune in late once I saw your stream. That's all good. Yeah, we had an early goal for Dylan Wenzel-Hawes for West United. And then Adelaide equalised through a fantastic strike from Yavi Lopez. Where's my TV remote at? Let's get the classic Paramount Plus ad breaks. Classic. Conscript says, I would like to see more clubs introduced into the A-League. ACT, Tasmania, Northern Territory. Northern Territory would be an interesting one. But I think ACT is Canberra would be awesome. Tasmania would be awesome. I would love to see a second New Zealand team. Second New Zealand team, which I know a lot of people are keen for. I feel satisfied now that I'm with you. That's right. That is right. I never said all this before. It was a team like you have never seen before. Is that the line? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. A-League expansion, man. That's something that I'll probably make a video on during the off-season as well. A-League expansion. Because there's quite a bit to talk about there. In terms of what areas would work, maybe better than others. I think, we've got 5 New South Wales teams, so my preference is not another New South Wales team, even though Wollongong would be awesome. Wollongong would be awesome. So I'd love to see a Wollongong team, but I think Canberra is my go-to. I think Tassie would be awesome. And, aside from that, I would love to see, I think another Queensland team is worth a shot. Like, I would love to see Gold Coast get another shot. I think, just like the away days to Gold Coast, I think it'd be awesome. Conscripts as the second New Zealand team would be good too. Yeah, imagine like a New Zealand derby. Like, maybe like a Wellington-Auckland derby or something. Or whether they go somewhere on the South Island. That'd be fun. It'd be fun. It'd be something. It'd be something different too, and something and cool too, because none of the other codes have, like, as far as I'm aware, have multiple New Zealand teams. Like when I think of the basketball, when I think of the rugby league, only one New Zealand team. So yeah, it would be cool. It would be cool, and it would really make it, it's not just the Australian League, it's the Australian and New Zealand League. It would be exciting. Don't need another team from Sydney, says Conscript. I agree. I think, we have to let these 3 Sydney teams really, cement themselves in the market. And when I say that, I mean MacArthur more than anyone. Oh, mate, they're just showing... pardon me. They're just showing the replay, the Yavi Lopez goal. What a strike. Just the fact that he hit that first time, though. Remarkable. Connor says, I think they should have introduced Wollongong instead of MacArthur. I think a lot of people would have preferred that too, hey. Too late now. But we'd love to see another Queensland team. Yeah, I think, and Gold Coast makes sense. Gold Coast makes sense. I don't know if North Queensland would work out again. I know they've got a nice new stadium up there. So, what I want to know now, what are our predictions for the second half? Like, what's our score predictions from here? Honestly, I'm going to stick with 1-1. I'm going to say no second half goals, and it's going to be 1-1. Which would still mean a Mariners home final. I'll tell you what, should we pull up the live ladder? We should probably pull up the live ladder, hey? Let's pull up the live ladder. We'll do it. And we'll have a look at how things are standing. And, not just regarding the elimination finals, but in terms of West United's hopes of finishing in the top 2, which would be fantastic for Western in only their 3rd season in the A-League. So, here we go. In a second, we're going to pull up the... here we go. We got it right here on your screen, so you should be able to see now. We have, right here, the live ladder. So you can see Victory sitting on top after last night's Big Blue win. Victory. City sit in second, but of course play tomorrow night against Wellington, who sits 6th. This result will keep Western, this result will lock in that top 2, regardless of tomorrow night. So if it stays like this, Western will finish 3rd. Level on points with City, but way behind in goal difference. Unless City gets slaughtered 10-0 tomorrow night, which won't happen. And this result, as it stands, you can see here, means that Mariners will finish 1 point ahead of Adelaide, hosting Adelaide in the elimination final, unless Wellington win. You can see Wellington sit in 6th place there on 39 points, minus 14 goal difference. But a Wellington win against City will lift them to 5th, and they'll play Mariners. And of course, MacArthur, Sydney, Newcastle, Wanderers, Brisbane, Perth, all missing out. And it looks like, so that bottom 4, Jets, Wanderers, Brisbane, Perth, all playing in the next week in the Australia Cup playoffs. So 2 of those teams we will not see in the Cup next season. We will not see in the Cup. So, there we go. How about that? Alpex says, still confident City will get the win tomorrow in front of a big crowd. It'd be good to see City get a big crowd. It's been a while since they've played in front of their home fans. Quite a while. 5 wins for the Mariners looks so beautiful. It does, doesn't it? Look at that. Look at that form for the Mariners, and especially victory. When you look at the top, the two, I mentioned it earlier, 2 informed teams in the competition. The concern for Melbourne City heading into their game tomorrow night is that they got that 2 back-to-back losses. Melbourne Derby and Perth last week. So that is concerning. That is concerning. So that's how it stands at the moment when we look at the A-League ladder. So placing still yet to be worked out. But as it stands, Mariners will be hosting Adelaide in the elimination final. How exciting. How exciting. Alrighty. So not long till we resume football in the second half. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in. Oh, reminder as well, if you haven't done so already, it does help me out heaps if you hit the like button on the stream. So if you haven't done so and you want to show your support, feel free to hit the like button. I genuinely appreciate it a lot. I appreciate it a lot. And this has been awesome, man. This is the first season. If you guys have just been tuning in recently or whatever, or been tuning in first since the start, this is the first A-League season we've been doing live watch-alongs. This is the first A-League season we've been doing live watch-alongs. It's been so much fun. It's been so much fun. And I started it because there wasn't really anyone else doing this. There's sort of not enough creators out there. There needs to be more. There needs to be more from the fans. So I sort of wanted to create a bit of a community, a bit of a hub for, otherwise, we'd just be watching these games, It sort of broadens the community. I mean, and we're seeing people from all over the country and even around the world tuning into these watch-alongs, which is so exciting. So exciting. All right. And of course, this is actually a good time to be a part of the YouTube channel too, because we're approaching finals, there's going to be a massive load of content dropping over the next month. That's all I'll say. There's a crazy amount of content. So make sure you are subscribed if you haven't done so already. We've got coming up in the next day. We've got our Newcastle Jets season review, which I know I'm a Mariners fan, but in the season reviews I'm going to be completely unbiased, just see it how it is. And as well as that, I've actually got a vlog. I've got some footage coming out from last night, from the F3W. Sorry. Thoughts on the news regarding Richard Peel? Very exciting. I'm very excited about it. Sounds really exciting. I mean, he sounds like he's really passionate about the club and helping out the club. And I think it's going to be a good move. Good move. So yeah, Richard Peel, for those that haven't heard, taking over ownership of the Mariners as chairman, which is, I believe, is going to be a slow process. It's going to be over a couple of years. FA Cup, of course, on Paramount Plus. Plenty of FA Cup ads we're seeing. Chelsea, Liverpool, Sunday, May 15, on Paramount Plus. How about that? How about that? Ronaldo to A-League. Who do you reckon he'd play for? If Ronaldo came to the A-League, who would he join? If Ronaldo came to the A-League, who would he join? I reckon Sydney, hey? I reckon Sydney. Sydney FC, eh? It wouldn't make sense for him to join City, hey? It wouldn't make sense for him to join City, so I reckon Sydney FC. I reckon Sydney. We'll definitely be doing some content around Socceroos UAE, which is it's an exciting time to be an Australian football fan, man. A-League finals, and then immediately after, we've got the Socceroos stuff. And hopefully Australia can step up for those big games. I don't really follow NRL, mate, so I can't really comment on that, unfortunately. Connor says probably Sydney or Victory, two biggest budgets. Yeah, I think they're the two obvious ones. Hey. UAE. John says UAE scheduled for 7th of June. Is that going to conflict with A-League final series? Nah, it'll be A-League final scheduling for May 28th. May 28th. So it'll all be done, and it means that there'll be no international. Like, I'm sure the play, if the soccer is playing in the grand final, which there probably will be, they'll be able to play the grand final, I imagine, before jetting off to Qatar. Ronaldo to Canberra United. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, so here we go. The teams are back out into the park. 11 crosses. Look at that. Look at the stats tonight. 11 crosses already from Craig Goodwin. Good Lord. 11 in one half. I mean, he could double that in the second half. But we are about to get underway in this second half. Here we go. Adelaide Western United. So much on the line in this game. Who's going to reign supreme, or will it end scoreless? As we just saw on the live ladder, as it stands, Adelaide will be finishing 5th, and Mariners will hold 6th place. We are underway. We are underway in the second half. Adelaide 1, Western 1. Okay, of course. And if you're just tuning in for the second half, the big injury news in that first half. Topos Stanley out. Topos Stanley went off early on. So young Collins came in off the bench. Of course, they're already missing Leo Laquard at the back, Western United. They're also missing Stephen Lustica, who's been a regular in midfield. And looks like we've got an early first half change here. Halftime change. So Louis Dorigo onto the park and midfield to replace Isaias. Interesting. I wonder if that's injury related or just potentially a tactical thing. Isaias was heavily involved in that first half. Could be an injury thing. So Dorigo on in midfield. We'll be partnering one day. Decent option to bring in. So updated lineups on your screen now. Dorigo into that midfield. So Western, as we said at halftime, need to just need to get more of the ball. Need to get themselves into this game, get some more field position as well, get themselves higher at the park. They could be in behind here. Skatardis down the right. Needs a good delivery. Still going Skatardis. Payne. Chance here, Western. Wales delivers. Shaky clearance. Then the bright start early here. Lively start for Western. Wenzel Hall's on the left. Come on, Western. Come on, Western. Let's go, lads. Come on. Payne's delivery. Headed away. Yengi claims for Adelaide. Oh, great turn, Yengi. Yengi's had a good game, man. Yengi's had a good game. Forward for Blackwood. Here come Adelaide now. Looking to create their first attack of the game. That's a good challenge by Imai. It's going to be a corner. First, second half corner goes to Adelaide. Ooh, Alpex says, who thinks we'll have a Melbourne Derby grand final? I think is a very strong chance. Very strong chance of happening. Two of the best teams in the competition. All right, fourth corner of the game for Adelaide. In it, oh, dude. Rennie Crin just away. And Wales can get down the left. Costa's at the game. How's the vibe there, Costa? How's the crowd? What's the vibe like in the crowd there at Coopers? It sounds pretty strong. Okay. The second half was already pretty open early on. Wales. That's a nice pass. It'll find Wenzel Halls. Big chance. Kilkenny. Surely. Well, how have Western not scored there? Kilkenny should have shot for sure. Again, it's way too easy for Western, who just strolled into the box. That's remarkable. Oh, Kilkenny has to shoot there. Kilkenny has to shoot there. Mate, the Western captain's so close. Decided to pass it in. That was a wrong decision in the end. And Western are going to have their first corner of the game, finally. Toxins is in here. How's it going, mate? All right. Corner for Western. Decent delivery away by Barr and Goodwin. Skatardis recovers. Here we go, Western. Okay. Scott's in here saying, I hope United win. Great block from Lopez, says John. I think we're going to see an exciting second half, man. It's already had a pretty promising start. 2 corners already for either side. Connor says, United have come out dangerous. United seem to be starting off shaky defensively. I'm laughing because I'm not sure which United you're talking about there, Connor. Because it could be either. But anyway, here come Adelaide. Craig Goodwin, Dorigo, Adelaide. Again, just look at the numbers that Western get back in defence compared to Adelaide. I mean, Western get almost everyone back. Whereas Adelaide have been a little bit lazy getting back. Here comes Kiddo in for. Oh my God, it's a goal! What a goal! Ryan Kiddo, what was that? Adelaide United up 2-1. 2-1. What a strike by Ryan Kiddo. With his weaker right boot. That looks way too... Dude, I didn't even think that was going to go anywhere near the goal. It's another super strike. What a damn goal, says Connor. Look at this. Ryan Kiddo inside. Right foot. Jamie Young doesn't move. Jamie Young doesn't move, man. It's almost a bizarre one, the way he's just been allowed to run infield and he's just poked it into the back of the net. Oh my goodness. Ryan Kiddo, what a goal. It's his first of the season. There you go. It's his first of the season. He's been chipping in with some assists. His first goal of the A-League season. Now about that from Ryan Kiddo. And Adelaide have the lead, which is a big goal. How massive could that be? Because it now puts Adelaide into 4th place on the ladder, which means they'll be hosting an elimination final next week against the Mariners. Oh, mate. But Jamie Young did not move off that strike. But what a crazy start to this second half. Western. Now, this is going to be interesting because Western are going to be forced to sort of come out of their shell a bit now. Hey, they're behind for the first time in this game. Now we're really going to see what Western are made out of. Mate. Adelaide. Ooh, almost getting in behind again. Conscript says, Young doing a red main. Just watch the ball. I don't think it was as bad as Redmayne last night. That was horrific. Oh, given away. Previc. Oh, Previc is having a shot from his own half. And it's almost... Oh my God, Gauchi's missed it. But it's gone wide. Can you imagine if that was on target? Previc just had a shot from 60 meters out. And it wasn't that far off. and Gauchi missed it. Look at this, dude. The replay. Oh my gosh. Oh, what is Joe Gauchi doing? How has he missed that? Wow. And he's got a wry smile on his face. One more goal in this game ever, says Chris. Anything can happen. They've got advantage. They've got the ball. How has the referee not played advantage there? They've got the ball and moving forward. Anyway, they're going back for the free kick. But it was the clearest advantage. Anyway. The way it stands, Adelaide is into 4th on the ladder. But there is still plenty of time left in this game. Anything can happen. But Adelaide, who have looked hungry this game, now have 2 goals. Probably deserve it too. They've been the more adventurous of the 2 sides, that's for sure. What a strike from Ryan Kiddo, though. Ooh, giveaway by Gauchi. Wenzel Halls. Wales. Western attacking here. Scatardis. Ooh, almost. Almost the 1-2. Goodwin's going to counter-attack. Adelaide could hit them here. Oh, that's a good pass by Goodwin. Blackwood. Blackwood for Yengi. Oh, just too wide. Too far wide. The long-range strike's going to go over the bar from Dorigo. Wow. The game's going to open up, man. Western going to come out. I said it. Western going to come out of their shell. And we saw it there. That counter-attack was just a bit too easy for Adelaide. What have Western got, man? That's been the question. They were so defensively strong, especially for the first half of the season. The question was, could they do it? You know, chasing games, in crucial games, in finals games. Do they have the ammunition to do it? Well, this is where we'll really find out. Because you just get the sense they've been second best in this game. And have struggled to finish off this season, man. Here comes Blackwood for Adelaide. Again, just too easy for Blackwood, who's strolling forward. Craig Goodwin inside the box, cutting inside. Blackwood. Scatardis blocks. We're seeing some decent opportunities opening up here now, hey. Western certainly starting to commit some more numbers forward. Wales inside. Payne. Here's an opportunity for Western. Payne. Come on, Western. Couple former Mariners players here on the park, of course. In Payne, in Wales. Here's Garuccio going forward. Garuccio, who goes down. And it's going to be a free kick in a great position. Edge of the box. Garuccio brought down. So, question is, who's going to take this one? Looks like Neil Kilkenny's picking up the ball. Meanwhile, there's a couple subs preparing to come onto the park for Adelaide. Zach Clough, Lockie Brook. They need to replace Blackwood, says Dominic. I thought he's done okay tonight. So, Kilkenny and Garuccio are standing over this free kick. Who's going to hit it? Got to be Kilkenny, right? Here we go. Oh, a little bit of push and shove. We're going to hold the free kick. There's a bit of push and shove. Ryan Kiddo's having some words to Rennie Crin. And now Ryan Kiddo and Wales are pushing and shoving. Well, the ref just has to ref has to talk to Ryan Kiddo here, who seems to be just starting beef with everyone. Lino's having a chat with him. Anyway, can we play some football, man? Can we play some football? So, they're still having a chat. Ryan Kiddo just has to relax here, man. Can't be silly and give something away. Free kick here for Western. Kilkenny shoots. Gauchi punches. Gauchi punches. Still on for Western. Pretty easy punch in the end for Gauchi. It was straight at him, really, wasn't it? The second corner of the game for Western. Garuccio's corner. Here we go. Decent delivery. Poked away by Blackwood. In by Skatardis. That's a poor delivery. Skatardis has been a bit off the game today. Some poor deliveries from him. Kilkenny now delivers. Popovic. Well done. Skatardis. Western come again here, man. Just messy. Just some of these wayward passes. Wenzel Halls. That's another poor delivery by a Western player. But still they have it. All right, here we go. Come on, we need a good delivery. Imai's delivery straight to Gauchi. Mate, it's literally on my shirt. Mate. Substitution time for Adelaide United. Cassini Yangi, who's played his first start in a long time. He's coming from the field. He's had a great game. Zach Clough's going to be coming on. And Lockie Brook on for Oliveira on the right. So it looks like Blackwood might go up top. Decent games from both players, man. Oliveira with the assist for that first Adelaide goal. But some decent subs to bring on. Fresh legs just to hold on to this scoreline here for Adelaide. It's funny, Adelaide usually chasing games at the end. But this is going to be all about their defence now. All about defence. As we pass the hour mark in this game. All right, updated lineups on the screen now. Clough and Brook on, which means Blackwood is now playing as that striker. I'm sure Dominic won't be too happy about that. Any Knicks fans in the building? We had a few. Yeah, we had a few earlier, actually. Oh, here's Wales. Western coming down the right. And just in this last 5 minutes or so, just Western being a bit more adventurous now, which is good to see. They are chasing this game. Can they break down this Adelaide defence, which has been solid enough in recent weeks? Clean sheets has been a positive for Adelaide. Again, man, just these poor passes. Poor passes from Western. In attack, it's just too loose, too sloppy. It's let them down in their recent games too. Oh, one day caught on the ball. Prijovic, great chance, Western. Prijovic, what a save, Gauchi. Still on for Western. Wenzel Halls, terrible cross by Wenzel Halls. That is absolutely disgusting from Wenzel Halls. When you have the chance like that, Wenzel Halls just sends it out of play. But what a chance for Alex Prijovic. One day too slow. Oh my goodness. Goodness me. Adelaide almost shooting themselves in the foot there. Oh, mate. Marcus says Knicks need to lose to City to make sure victory aren't minor premiers. All good, Stephen. Hope you enjoy the stream, man. That's right. Not the nicest result if you're a Mariners fan. Another giveaway by a Western United player, man. There's been too many this game from a Western point of view. Here's that Clough with some space. Inside for Blackwood. Great chance. Great save, Jamie Young. Still on for the Reds. Goodwin. There's no way that's a foul. There's no way that's a foul on Kilkenny. Got to get up, man. Blackwood can't get his header on target. Okay. What a save bloody else, says Juicy Jason. Ooh, Western. That's asking a lot of Wenzel Halls. Again, given away. Western, I don't know why they're panicking so much in attack too now. They're just not looking cohesive in attack at all. Forward ball. Nice one for Blackwood. George Blackwood still. Delivers. Straight to Young. Straight to Young. Hoo, hoo, hoo. I wonder if we'll see any alterations for Western United. We've already seen one. That was due to injury. Dominic keeping tally of Blackwood's poor plays. 5 shots tonight to Alex Brevic. Yeah, and he hasn't found the back of the net. The Serbian has had some great opportunities too. He just needs to be doing better. Got to be more clinical, surely. And Lockie Brook, look at this pace from Brook. Straight down the right-hand side. Taken on Collins. Still Brook. Well done, Collins. That's a great challenge. Collins, oh, come on, Benny Collins. That's the inexperience there from Collins. Has to work harder to get to that ball. Just muscled off it way too easily by Brook. Oh, mate. John Aloisi, you can see on the sideline, urging his team on. They've been second best all game so far. Okay. Still plenty of time. Still plenty of time. It was great from Brook, wasn't it, Connor? It was a great run. Great pace and determination. Oh, Blackwood. Here we go. Adelaide again. Looking to catch West United. Napping. Goodwin. Oh. Almost for Blackwood to tap it in. Another Adelaide corner coming up. Dominic says, I love Brook. I think he has a great future. I think so too, man. I hope he does it right overseas. I hope he does it right overseas. I know he came back on loan for this stint, so... Here we go. Craig Goodwin. Stats on the broadcast. Chances created. 81. He tops it. Level with Jay O'Shea in the A-League for chances created. That's a terrible delivery. That's a pathetic delivery by Dorigo. Not even close to staying in. Just releases the pressure on Western. I think Wales is good, man. I've got a different view on Lockie Wales. I think he's alright. I think he's had a great season for Western. When will they have a Canberra team? Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon enough. I reckon it'll happen in the next few years. In the next few years. I don't think that's too optimistic. Need to see a bit more movement. Who's gonna step up for Western in this game, man? Who's gonna step up? Collins goes long. Throw in. Gregor says Sydney had 3 teams, not a single could make the 6. Isn't it crazy that there's 5 New South Wales teams, but only one of them made the finals? That being my team, the Mariners.
But it is pretty amazing with some of the star players in those teams. A lot of good players missing out in finals this season. Blackwood, that's a terrible pass. Dominic's onto that one. It was a very poor pass by Blackwood. When it looked like a pretty straightforward ball. Predictions 5-3 Adelaide. Goodness me, if it ends 5-3 from here, that'd be incredible. Lockie Brook again. Look at Adelaide. It seems like a matter of time until Adelaide just scored a third here. Zach Clough inside the box. Great chance. Oh, Lockie Brook, what a miss. Brook so close. His shot goes wide. Man, what a chance. What a chance for Brook and Adelaide United. Whew. Jason says Pena easily the best player not making finals. That's a fair shout. Hi from Croatia. Thanks for tuning in all there from Croatia. What's the time over there? All right. 20 minutes. At least 20 minutes to go in this game. That's still a lot of time for some crazy stuff to happen. And anything could happen from here. But Western needed just to up their game and just the quality too. It's been poor. It's been poor quality from Western. Garuccio's forward ball again. Again, they lose it. Losing possession too easily, Western United, every time they get forward. Dude, I tell you what, if they play like this in the finals, they're going out first round. They're going out in an elimination final if they play like this. This is very poor. Any love out there for Gold Coast United? Mate, we're talking about Gold. I was talking about Gold Coast before about potential expansion there once again. That'd be good. Looks like Ibisuki's going to be entering the field for Blackwood. Hero. Adelaide fans love him. So George Blackwood coming from the field. Hiroshi Ibisuki. Not a bad player to bring on. Knows how to grab a crucial goal if Adelaide need one. Knicks fan checking in, crossing my fingers. Adelaide pull off this and we finish 6th. Don't want another 5-0 against you lot in the playoffs. Anything can happen. Anything can happen in finals football. All right, can Western finally muster a somewhat decent attack now? Skatardis. Again loses the ball. This is terrible. Jerry Skatardis. What a terrible game he's had. And he's given away a foul. This is... every time Jerry Skatardis gets around the ball, he's simply not good enough. Giving away the ball loose. Wayward passes and then just gives away a silly foul. Not good enough at A-League level. Adelaide have a good free kick here in a good position. All right. So, long-range free kick here for Craig Goodwin. Keep an eye on Ibisuki here. Young. Well done, Jamie Young. Comes out to claim that free kick. Will the A-League ever get better crowds? Yes. Big yes. Am I with a ball over the top for Wales? This is a decent one. What can Western do here? Wales trying to get around Kiddo. Well done, Ryan Kiddo. Holds him up. And surely that's a corner. It will be a corner. It will be a Western United corner here. They've had some good deliveries from corners. They need to finish it off. There's going to be a change here for Western, and Noah Botic is going to enter the field. He's only had a couple of games, Noah Botic, this season. And he's on to replace Dylan Winslow Halls. So young Noah Bodic. What a time this would be for Bodic to score his first A-League goal. So Western's corner. Away by bar. Wales needs to give it away here. There it is. Garuccio, right foot delivery. It's his weak foot, so it's a terrible cross. Misses everyone. And Adelaide can counter here. Skitardis. Well done, Skitardis. Yeah, he didn't play a wayward pass for once. Well done. So Botic on the park for Western. Just over a quarter of an hour to go in this game. Western again on the front foot. That's another wayward pass. And Ibisuki can control it. And here's a release for Goodwin. Collins will claim this, though. Wow. '75th minute has just been passed. I love that Adelaide bing bong bong. Oh, gonna go infield there, surely Wales. He's a man they gotta get on the ball. Lockie Wales, he's gonna create stuff. Kilkenny too. MI. Western again down the right. Towards Prijovic. Header off target. Garuccio won't keep it in. Wow, man. There just isn't a sense at the moment that Western United are gonna score a goal. When they do get forward, there's no sense of danger. Yellow card for Gauci for time wasting. Yellow card for Gauci. Connor says, just want to see Goodwin score. If anyone's going to score a late goal, could be him. Possession stat. Well, look at that. 50-50 possession. So it's balanced out in the second half. Connor Payne down hurt. He's up now, though. Just about. Appreciate it, Gregor. Thanks, man. It's an exciting time at the moment in the A-League with all of the matches and the finals that's coming up. So, yeah, there will be a lot of uploads coming up, especially in the next month or so. All right, Imai down the right. Another ball over the top. Botic can't control it. Again, it's just Western United looking a little bit clueless in attack. Just these hopeful balls. Don't seem to have too much of a plan moving forward. They've got to be more desperate here. Botic. They're going to throw more players forward too. But at the same time, I guess this stuff's happening. I mean, Adelaide are getting forward quite easily. Is that going to be another corner? It will be for Adelaide United. Yet another corner. Yet another corner. Yes, there are upgrades happening to Cooper Stadium, which while on the broadcast you can see all that scaffolding on the far side. I believe it's happening, upgrading due to the World Cup, the FIFA Women's World Cup next year. So, corner for the Reds. They go back. Is Kiddo going to shoot again here? He delivers. Falls for Ibisuki, who's unmarked. Still on. Good block. Mate. Oof. Adelaide, a third. A third might kill this game off, man. A third might kill this game off. Ryan Kiddo, is he onside? Another corner. Jason says really hard for Noah Bodic, but hasn't done much. What a time this would be for Noah Bodic to score his first goal. Running at you. All right, here we go. Kiddo looking for Goodwin. Previc clears. Connor says Adelaide have this in the bag. It's looking like that, the way they're controlling out this game now. And it's going to fall here for Lockie Barr. Poked away by Collins. Benjamin Collins has had a decent enough game. Previc might get to this, man. Previc trying to control it. He's giving away a foul for sure. And you can see it. Someone in the chat, I can't remember who it was. I apologize. I can't remember who it was. Mentioned Western United body language. I saw that comment earlier. And I know what you mean. A lot of these players look down and out. And we're going to see another young player come on for Western. Reece Bozanovsky coming on for Jerry Skitadis. Again, Western relying on these younger players late on in the season. Adelaide still looking for this goal. Here's Bozanovsky's first touch. Does well. Payne's pass isn't good at all, though. Wales. So Bozanovsky into midfield. We're into the final 10 minutes here. Again, Western's attack falls apart as it has done multiple times this second half. Such a bright start they had to this game too. It has been a unique A-League season, Marcus. I have to agree with you. It has been quite interesting. As the ladder stands, they're showing the ladder on the broadcast. Adelaide still sitting in fourth spot, which means they'll be hosting the Mariners next week. If it stays like this, there's not long to go. Ooh, giveaway by one day. It's not the first time one day's made a little mistake. So what have Western got here? Bozanovsky. Oh, he's giving the ball away. Ibusuki going forward. Goodwin, is he onside? Well done, Kilkenny. All right. Western can get forward here. Wales down the right. Some space is opening up centrally here. Look at this. Wales have just lost the ball. What happened there? Did Wales just kick it out of play? What happened there? Did it bounce off him or something? Adelaide have the throw-in. Goodness me. Connor says Western United's attackers don't seem like they know how to play together. It seems to be like that, doesn't it? There isn't really any cohesion. They're not really getting, passes together or anything. Here's Kilkenny through the middle. Come on. Oh, come on. Too easy. Kilkenny again just muscled off the ball too easily. There's no way that's a foul. He's asking for it. There's no way. You just wonder if Western are missing players like Stephen Lustica, who's been ever present and has had a fantastic season. He might with some space down the right. Delivery. Oh my God, that sums up this game for Western United. the ball in from Imai, and it's just hit Noah Bodic and gone out of play. It's just hit his team out and gone out of play. Absolutely ridiculous. They've got nothing. Western have nothing going forward. Oh my goodness. Dude, if they, they're probably going to play Wellington. So as it stands, Western will play Wellington in the elimination final. Wellington Phoenix are going to tear this Western United apart next week. They're going to tear Western United apart next week. Because this is just not up to scratch at all. This isn't a final side. Connor Payne. Garuccio, can he get to it? Brook wins the tackle. Western throw. It's in a good position. They've given up, says Mariners for life. Here we go. Some more players pushing forward for Western now as they get more desperate in the final stages of this game. They don't really have any other real options on the bench. Connor Payne. That's a poor pass again. Payne's had an uncharacteristically poor game. And now Brooks is going to break away down the right. But they just look tired too. I mean, I know they played midweek, whether that impacted them. Brooks still going. Lockie Brook. That would have been a superb goal, but Young can save it. Oh, mate. Western win a free kick. Stephen G says, feel sorry for the Mariners. Deserved a home run with the recent run of form. Absolutely. With the amount of game, I mean, winning 15 points. 15 points to round out the season, but it still wasn't enough for a home final as it stands. It is pretty remarkable. But credit to Adelaide, who have done well to win. They've been pretty much flawless for their run into finals. Run of home games certainly helped that. Here's Garuccio down the left. There's still time. Garuccio still. Here's Payne. Great chance, Western. Connor Payne. Oh, come on. You need to deliver a better ball than that. You need to deliver a better ball than that, Connor Payne. Garuccio with a flick. Nicely done. Connor Payne is the offside. Kilkenny inside the box. Great chance. Kilkenny still needs to keep the ball in play. Back. Adelaide clear. This is getting dramatic now. Western really starting to get desperate. Adelaide's defense is going to be tested here. Oh, Kilkenny, that's a joke. He was offside. He knew it. He was offside and he knew it. So, for the first time in a while there, Western got in a really good position. Had the ball inside the box. It couldn't do much with it. Adelaide, a third goal will kill it. A third goal will seal it for Adelaide. For sure. For sure. And you get the sense it could be coming. Sam says, how excited are you for the Mariners finals campaign this season compared to last season? I'm actually way more optimistic this season, actually. It's been a fantastic run of form heading into finals. So as a Mariners fan, I'm so excited, man. Should be good. But as it stands, an away trip to Adelaide isn't going to be easy at all. It's going to be a really, really tough game. Adelaide at home are a good side. Mariners did defeat Adelaide 3-0 the last time those two sides met. However, Adelaide did get the win at home earlier in the season against the Mariners, 2-1. Not long to go. And I can't imagine we'd have too much injury time, man. There hasn't been really that many stoppages at all. Here's Wales, though, poking it through for Prijovic. Prijovic! That is pathetic. That is atrocious. That is simply unacceptable for a professional footballer to have to shoot like that. Look at this. That's horrific. That is disgusting. That is simply disgusting. The game's on the line. He's already had 5 shots this game and he does that. Top 2 is on the line. Top 2 is on the line for West United. And now they're putting themselves at risk of getting knocked out the first week of finals. I've watched almost every Western game this season. This has been one of their worst games. Probably the worst game for West United this season. This has been terrible. Terrible. Chris says it looked like a deliberate miss. It almost seemed like that, eh? It almost seemed like that. I mean, he got in a good position. And he just hacks it out of play. So we are running out of seconds in regular time here. How much injury time will there be? I'm going to say 3. There hasn't been that many stoppages at all. 5. We're going to get 5. Wherever they put 5, I mean, I'm not complaining, but wherever they put 5 minutes of added time from. Am I forgetting a stoppage? Like, seriously, I mean, they're treating one day right now, but aside from that, I mean, there was the Kiddo goal. But aside from that, there wasn't really any stoppages. Anyway, I'm not complaining, because here's Noah Bodic. Wales. Bozanovsky. Kilkenny. Western got to be smart here. Got to be calm and composed. Need to find the right passes. Make the runs. How's Collins going? He's actually doing all right. He's doing okay. He's made a couple good interceptions. Bozanovsky. Bozanovsky's still running forward. Nice run. He's looked all right, Bozanovsky. And that's going to be a corner. Gauchi screws up the clearance. It's going to be a corner. So, 1 minute of injury time has expired. How did Western get 40-plus points? Dude, they've actually been a really good team all season. Especially the first half of the season, they were unstoppable. But they're falling apart here at the end. Here's Garuccio to deliver. Not going to find anyone, and that's going to be a handball. And Garuccio's got a yellow card for back chat. Back chat. Mate. Now Kilkenny's complaining to the referee too. Actually, I do see the point. I mean, if you're that close and the ball strikes your hand, I mean, we've seen those not given in penalty situations. Oh, Bozanovsky, well done again. Driving through midfield, and that's the clearest yellow card you'll see. And that's worthy of 2 yellow cards for Louis Dorigo. To pull down the player who's attacking away, and he just hacked the ball out into the scaffolding. It's 2 individual yellow cards. Oh, dude, just absolutely ripped down Bozanovsky and kicks the ball away. It's worthy of 2 yellow cards. Am I not wrong? All right, here we go. So Kilkenny with a free kick from halfway. Western is sending numbers forward. They've gone short. Garuccio to deliver. Decent ball. Garuccio again. Can Western rescue it here late? Not just for their own sakes, but for Mariners fans' sakes too. Forward. Collins with space. Collins long range. Why did he shoot? The centre back. Why did he shoot? We only have 2 minutes left remaining of injury time. We only have 2 minutes left. Oh, mate. Western have fallen. Western have stumbled at the finish line for this regular season. It's going to be it. Oh, surely that was an Adelaide throw. But anyway, Western get the throw and need to get it up the other end of the pitch because they only have 90 seconds. Going to fall for Brook. Lockie Brook. Lockie Brook. Still going Brook. Still going Brook. He doesn't want to pass it. He shoots now. Oh, dude, that wasn't that far away. And it's going to be a time. There's going to be 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Steven says no depth in his Western side. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the problem for Western. Injuries. No Laquard. No Topper Stanley. No Lustig tonight. And that's terrible from Collins. He's given it away to Brook. And Adelaide could seal it here. Could seal a home elimination final. Zach Clough. Ibusuki. Great save, Jamie Young. And it's going to be a corner for Adelaide. Oh. "30 seconds. 30 seconds. Plus whatever time the referee deems gets added on. Adelaide will hold it in the corner. Western win the throw. They need to get it forward. They need to get it forward. 10 seconds. Come on. Imai's just barely jogging across to take the throw. They get it speed up. This is ridiculous, man. When we needed them to get a result, Western United have shown up with their worst performances this season tonight. And that's it. And that's it. It's full time. Adelaide United have secured a home elimination final against the Central Coast Mariners. And Western United will not be finishing in the top two. And I can tell you right now, we'll be slaughtered by Wellington Phoenix next week. Western United will get slaughtered by Wellington Phoenix next week, man. So poor tonight. Wow. Adelaide United, the goals from Yavi Lopez and Ryan Kiddo, enough to get the 3 points. Dylan Wenzel-Hall's got the early one for Western. Adelaide United. Credit to them. Finished off this season strong. Got the points and finished 1 point ahead of Mariners, which means Adelaide United hosting Central Coast at Cooper Stadium next week. Wow. Crazy stuff. Anyway, guys, crazy stream, crazy game. Thanks so much for tuning in. This has been an epic game of football. It has been very entertaining regardless. And we have still so much exciting football coming up. And we've got a massive final series which starts next week as well. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you have enjoyed, make sure you hit the like button and